What's up, Sooner fans? Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. As we are here today, make sure you're part of the Sooner Surge. You never know what you're going to get with the Sooner Surge. And make sure you subscribe, join our channel as we continue to give you the content daily. We're here today. I don't know if you can tell who we're trying to imitate here, but Danny Stutsman and Jaron Kanak had their back to school cut picture that was on Stutsman's Twitter. You might have seen that yesterday. Jay and I are just trying to imitate that, except we got the bandanas as we don't have back to work cuts. Our hair's not long enough like Mr. Stutsman and Kanak, but brings up a good topic here, guys. How good is this duo going to be?
This duo is going to be outstanding. And Danny Stutsman, we've said it before, he is the leader of this team. Offensively, defensively, he's the leader, in my opinion. And just to me, it's so cool to see two guys hang out as much as they do. They really seem to just like they have a tight bond. And I've seen them with the other linebackers too, like McKenzie, all that whole group. Picotti, a lot of that whole group. Yeah, that whole group looks like they get along really well. And I think that's in part because Stutsman's – it's weird because Stutsman, you don't think of him like he's not a senior or anything, but he's been there 3 years and he's played so much ball that he's kind of he is the guy in that room that's leading that team defense. And I think we're going to have massive years. And I will compare Danny Stutsman to when you think of a guy at OU football that has the charisma of Danny Stutsman, the attitude of Danny Stutsman, I can't help but think of Brian Bosworth. And I'm not saying in the fact of his play, he's not there yet, Brian Bosworth level. Brian Bosworth won 2 buckets, is the only player to do it, I believe. And also, Brian Bosworth was bigger, okay? But Stutsman is super fast. Stutsman is super long out in the field. He covers so much ground. And what I mean by charisma is, Bosworth, let's face it, Bosworth was, and back in the day, that was, he would spit in your face in a huddle. He was hardcore. And Stutsman's not like that, but Stutsman's definitely a guy that will, I guarantee you, in the huddles and stuff, is really just high energy, bringing it on that defensive side.
And I don't know if that Bosworth spit in the huddles, but he spit in the piles. I promise you that.
That's what I meant.
And the thing about Stutsman and Kanak, and look, everything we've heard from BV is these two guys are light years ahead of where they've been as far as knowing the scheme. If you remember the Mighty Ducks, I like to compare these guys to the Bash brothers on the Mighty Ducks. It was Fulton and Portman, I believe. And these two guys came in and just wrecked. They just wrecked havoc on the opponents, dude. Intimidation. I see that with these two guys.
And if you remember that movie, when they came in, the crowd would go nuts. And also, they were cracking up. They were doing things and just having a good old time. And that's what, when you see Stutsman and Kanak, I saw this summer they were doing the videos about it was like karate and stuff or whatever it was. They seem like they're having a good time, man.
Oh, yeah. If you're not following them on Twitter, you got to follow them because you never know what you're going to get. And again, I think that's what's so attractive about the passion that they have, the genuine authenticity that they have. People are drawn to it, and that's why they're going to be such amazing leaders here at the university. And now add that they're actually light years ahead of where they've been. It is scary, I think, what we're going to see. Kanak last year, when he came in the Nebraska game for an injured Deshaun White, Jay, he looked – people were questioning why he wasn't on the field more last year, and we know it was really because they talked about he was fresh, he was raw, he was new to the scheme. But if that's what he looked like when he didn't know everything, what's this guy going to look like this year? And Stutsman too. Stutsman played so many plays last year. I'm ready for this guy to maybe even be more fresh and to see what we get as Sooner fans. Guys, this could be incredible. This could be Calmus Marshall. This could be, you name it. It could be go down as the best 2 linebackers in history that's played together.
Well, we'll see about that, and we'll see how long they get to play together, career-wise. But Stutsman, the scary thing about Stutsman is he was really good last year, really good, okay? And the fact that BB says that, and the fact that also that he seems to be putting more maybe time into the playbook. You've heard BB say that just, he's kind of just more serious about things there. Maybe that's the word to use. I don't know. But I just think with that part of his game, but I love the fact that he's more focused. He's serious on football, but also you have this side of him that's cool and fun and the charisma. I love it. I love that it's together on that. I love having a guy that's both, and not just robotic in all his answers and everything. I just love that openness about him.
Yeah, and I know, and, we're identical twins, Jay. If you look at these two guys, it almost could be. Just the way they act, the way they even look, and the way they play on the field is pretty identical. They're pretty similar in how they play and how they chase down and how they cover. I just think that Sooner fans are in for a treat this year, and with the Stutsman and Kanak showing. Drop your comments here. Because we want to maybe get a duo name for these guys. I would love to hear your comments here on maybe what we can name this duo of Stutsman and Kanak.
I got one for you. The Canman.
The Canman?
Canman. Yeah.
We'll see if that holds.
That's pretty weak, probably, but I bet people have a lot better ones than that.
Oh yeah. We want to hear it from our viewers. We want you guys to drop it in, and as you know, as Sooner fans know, we're within 2 weeks now of the first game, and I fully expect Stutsman and Kanak to be lined up next to each other. Don't you?
I do too. I think those will be the guys. I think Kobe McKenzie's having a great offseason in fall camp. I think he's right there. And I think they're going to play 4 or 5 guys. I really do, and give these guys some breathers. I think they'll give Stutsman some breathers this year so he can be more fresh. But another thing I'd like to see in the comments is we all know that Stutsman's up for the Butkus Award. Will he win it this year, guys? I think there's a high chance he will. I really do. I think the defense is going to be much improved, and partly because of Stutsman. And I think if he has the numbers he had last year, I mean, you look at his tackle numbers. I mean, they were up there, dude. I mean, so I think he's right in the hunt, and just depending on how the team does and how it goes, but I think he's up there for that for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. So hey, if you haven't subscribed, be a part of the Sooner Surge here. Click your subscribe button, and until next time, Boomer.
Boomer.